This feels like self-love is very present in this energy. I feel like a message that has been resounding today. Like, you have become all you need to be. There's a lot of reward I'm getting. Like, you guys have felt like you are in this energy of being rewarded. And I don't even necessarily mean like you have had rewards show up, but it's more of this energy that you're existing in your field, in your space. It's more like this, heart coherence, where you are delighted to be in this place of alignment with your authentic self. And I think you guys are reaching new depths of that understanding. I saw 111 as I said that. I feel like this transmission is deeply personal. It feels like there's a lot of new beginnings. I literally saw like gears like revolving and twisting as I said that. I feel like the cogs are turning, right? Like, I feel like this is like Ace of Swords energy or Ace of Wands energy. There's been an epiphany, like you guys are drawing close to your why, and that's just about to catapult new revelations, new insights, new opportunities. You feel, it feels really open right now. There's a sense of openness in your energy. I feel like a lot of you are kind of landing in this experimental energy right now, where it's not even like I am just so over how I've been doing things and I must try something new. It's like, I want to experiment. Like, I feel up to trying new things, being open to new things at this time. There's a lot coming through about gratitude too. I think some of you might have been leaning into gratitude more, but it feels really intimate. I don't know why, but it almost feels sacred and private. Like, this is something that you all are reserving expressly for yourselves at this time. Green is standing out to me. You guys might have green eyes. Your favorite color might be green. You've been drawn to green more. It's definitely this heart coherence energy. It literally feels like your heart has been pumped with gratitude. There's this new outlook that is emerging at this time for you. I really genuinely do feel like this is soul purpose. Like, this is something to 333 as I said that. Like, this is something to do with your being called in, like divine masters, right? That's the divine mastery of self. Like, you're being pulled deeper at this time. Like, you're being called to go deeper at this time. This reminds me of the water, or I think it's this, is it the water oracle deck that I have? It's one of the two. It might be either the Starseed or the water, the Healing Waters oracle. But this card where it's 8 of Wands is at the bottom of the deck, but it's like into the unknown, and the figure on the card is making that leap of faith, but also there's such divine protection around them. There's this groundedness as they're literally ungrounded. Like, that's literally what it is. Like, you're surrendering. There's some kind of, it's like the Hanged Man. I'm like, of course this would be the message that gets cut off, but dude, we literally have the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. As I was, because my storage somehow is full again, but it's fine. I deleted a bunch of videos. But as I was doing that, I heard prepare for a new journey. The Fool. The Fool is coming up. You guys have crossed a threshold. I'm feeling emotional, like in an overwhelming sense of gratitude. There's a lot of love here. You actually have fallen in love with the process of evolving and becoming. I'm seeing, like, in my mind's eye, it's like you're noticing that, like, even maybe in the mirror you look different, but also you've recognized that it wasn't you that was looking back at yourself that was distorted. It wasn't you that was distorted. It was, I feel like there was something on the mirror. There was like a reflection that was needing to be removed or wiped away or erased. I think for some of you, it's almost like there was such interference that you had to completely release whatever this was that was getting in the way in order for you to see yourself fully, to see yourself completely. I am getting, though, for this collective at this time, you are resonating with yourself in a way that you haven't before. And like I said, there's just this energy of full surrender, like full, what's the word? Acceptance for who you are and the versions of yourself that have carried you to this place, to this point. And you're kind of like you're at a in between, like portals, or you're at a crossroads, but not in a bad way. It's like you are almost like communing with your inner child, with these versions of yourself that have allowed you space to almost operate in this new sense, this new light. I heard transgressions have been revealed and restored. I feel like for a lot of you, you've recently begun to understand I'm having a hard time talking today, but like what true alchemy actually looks like for you. I have goosebumps as I say that. I think you're starting to understand that beauty and magic and creation is all around you. And so why not you, right? Why not you? You're not identifying with the wounded versions of yourself anymore. And also, if there's been people in your life that have been, I don't know why I heard conditioning you, but it does feel like there were dynamics that existed where you're starting to realize how much you were actually conditioned to show up or emerge one way with other people. And you're making a staunch boundary, you're setting a staunch boundary or an agreement with yourself, really is what it feels like, that's never going to happen again. That no one else is willingly, you're never willingly going to allow others to take you out of your empowered state again. The Eight of Swords in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. I haven't used this tarot deck in a long time. I was really feeling drawn to use it today. But I'm also just like getting the channel directly right now. There it is again. You've overcome the darkness. You might resonate with the previous video I did. I'm pretty sure in the title I put you have overcome the darkness. So you might resonate with the messages that are in this video. There might be some overlap. This theme could be coming back around again. I heard listen to your heart. You don't need a change in perspective. It's almost like you need a change in your scenery at this time, because all of the internal changes have been completed. And you're being asked to venture out into your external for new. 555 as I say that. You're also being divinely protected at this time. I feel like all the archangels right now, especially Archangel Michael, has been so prevalent lately. And your spiritual team is here. Your ancestors are also here. Your ancestors are very proud of you. Getting emotional. I think for a lot of you, you grew up kind of like, as a starseed, but the environments in which you grew up in, it's more like your experience in this world. You weren't really meant to receive the same amount of like unconditional love and support from your 3D upbringing, like your family, like who you grew up with. That could resonate for some of you, maybe not all of you. But there was something about your upbringing where things just felt so imbalanced. There wasn't ever really any reciprocity or safety emotionally, is really what I'm getting as well. It could be other domains, but this was always like a perpetually confusing energy where you never got to exist in your true essence, right? Your most magnetic essence. It was like you were having to either explain yourself all the time or defend yourself, suppress yourself. But I'm getting that if that's been your experience, you have such a powerful spiritual team, because they've also witnessed this happening. Like they were present for this happening, and yeah, things are not going to be this way anymore. You were given this responsibility, is what I heard, because you carry such a well and depth of light. That like it could not be drowned out by the darkness, because you shine like the sun. All of the cycles that you felt where there was like delays or setbacks, all of the chapters you have been waiting to close out, they're clearing from your energetic field, from your reality. You're not going to have the same level of weight or pain or trauma to reoccur in this lifetime, because you've already alchemized it. I see the King of Cups here. Full steam ahead, I heard. You never, like, I'm getting too, for some of you, like, you've had an awakening about what, this is very specific, but like what derailing looks like. I think for a lot of you in the past, Queen of Swords, you had been made to feel shame about how you protected yourself or how you tried to transmute energy around you that was in your field. And you're starting to realize that yeah, it was an illusion. I feel like for a lot of you, this energy, like, I don't want to say dark energy, but like Maybe. I mean, it definitely wasn't high vibrational energy. It was selfish. It was immature. It wasn't rooted in true love, unconditional love. And for a lot of you, you've realized the true effects and impacts that had spiritually and on your psyche and on your development. And you've been able to fully take this in recently. And I'm getting that it's almost like simultaneously this was very overwhelming and painful, but at the same time it was deeply gratifying and validating for you to recognize it, to hold it in its entirety, to face it, and then to release it. You're a powerful alchemist. You're a powerful manifester. I think a lot of you also too, you've gotten more responsible with your energy, like how your energy shows up. We have the Ace of Swords. I told you guys it was gonna pop out, and the Two of Swords, and the Queen of Wands, and that Eight of Swords is in the reverse again. Okay. Isn't that beautiful? Like, and all of these cards have an element of like fire, or because I see like lava in the background. This one maybe not fire, but like the web is reddish orange, and then there's fire. Just truly sovereign, like everything that you touch right now is, like energetically or otherwise, is materializing into like such a loving, abundant blossom. You're planting seeds everywhere you go. Like everybody that you are surrounded by or even briefly interact with is being touched by the magnitude of your essence. You are never going to be held back. You are like the quintessential like essence of what's the word I'm thinking of? It's like an unbreakable spirit, basically. It's like a formidable essence. And I think like now that you guys have fully been able to release yourself and center, like there is this sense of relief. There's temperance here that's coming in. And you're channeling energy in a way that you never have before. Like I'm seeing a conduit of energy. Yeah, like you literally are conducting energy. It's crazy, but like in the best way. I see the Six of Coins here, and the Moon, and the Five of Cups. So like, yeah, there's something recently that you've processed that was really heavy, that I think landed in a way where you might have felt immense amounts of grief or shame or disappointment. It's been kind of like a long-term battle of not allowing your energy to be depleted or leaked out. Does that make sense? To leak out because of other people's inability to safeguard your energy, to hold your energy and not harvest it, because that's kind of what was happening. You've moved past this though, whatever this was, because the Moon is here, but I'm getting with the Moon being behind the Six of Coins and Temperance. That's what it is. So let's see, I pulled Temperance first, and then pulled Temperance, and then the Six of Coins, and then the Moon, I think, and then the Five of Cups. Let me see. Yeah, so actually, I don't know if that's, I feel like it was like this, but regardless, these energies are kind of mirroring each other. Like, this kind of tells a story of like, you've recognized where the imbalance was. You recognize that in a lot of these scenarios, people only wanted what they could gain from you. That was kind of like the desire of you, the appeal of you. Not for everybody, right? But just these energies that have caused this to surface in your life. There was a lot that, because there was so much here, and that sometimes this energy felt so manipulative or elusive, you couldn't really quite pinpoint what was so draining about it for a long time. I'm getting like this, the mystery behind this, the hidden. Maybe there were some secrets recently, or just some repressed images or memories, feelings that came up, and you had to alchemize all of this, but you actually allowed yourself to enter into the state. I always say that grief is like one of the most alchemical emotional experiences that we can have. Grief in itself, right? If it's truly authentic grief, because you're allowing yourself an emptying of these experiences so that you can expand. The only way out is through. So you have to feel that shit. You have to feel it in order to transcend it. And you guys have. I just I split the deck to the Queen of Cups. Wow, with the King of Cups here. You're also mastering your yin and yang energy. You're coming back into this grounded, balanced energy where you're not just looking to be for others. You're finding the value in yourself because you just are, and you're recognizing how powerful you are. And this also could represent counterpart energy, or maybe like a collaboration, because there's like masculine and feminine energy here. There's a lot of healing energy too. Like, I always think about like the King and Queen of Cups as like somebody that has not only has the ability to nurture and feel deeply and be intellectually literate. I said intellectually, that's interesting. I was trying to say emotionally intelligent and emotionally literate, but maybe intellectually as well. And then they join forces with the King of Cups, which is a very, I find it to be like a magnetic presence where it's sovereign. It doesn't have to explain itself. It's compassionate but boundary. Like I said, you're merging these two at the time. Like, you are allowing yourself to fully embrace this energy. This, like, that's what it is. You're actually like nurturing this Queen of Cups energy right now. Like, you're kind of like saving it for yourself right now, which is great. That's fine. That's good. And yeah, with the King of Cups here, it's almost like, you see this pearl? This represents like the great after grit, you know? Like, this is that emotional alchemy I was talking about. You know how pearls are formed, right? Like, they're formed after, it's like, I think it has to do with like the sand that gets inside of the oyster's shell. And so it, over time, like with the friction, it creates this beautiful mineralized pearl. And all of that came from turbulence. All of it came from almost like cycles repeating until it emerged as something completely different. Than like the original material it was given. The Six of Cups is here. This is a pretty like emotionally centered and heavy reading. And I split the deck to the Emperor. That's what I'm saying. Like, so much sovereignty here that has come from healing, like truly healing. Like, you guys aren't bypassing at this time. You're really healing. Wow, I heard the stakes aren't so high. I almost get this like image of you guys just like like relaxing because you're safe. That's another big part of it. You're actually safe to begin again. And I see the Five of Swords in the reverse as I say that. You've overcome the darkness. And your inner child is also helping you. That's what I'm getting. That's really what I'm getting from this is like crows could also be significant. You have become so much more of your higher self than you've actually realized. Like I'm getting this is like your higher self sending this down to you, and it's like, hey, like this is yours. Like it's always been yours. I'm glad you're here to receive it. And again, we like masculine, feminine energy there. You do deserve this. I split the deck to the Nine of Cups. Wow. You've always deserved this, though. You've always deserved it. You've worked so hard. You've done so much, bro. Wow. Yeah, we have the Emperor is behind the Nine of Cups and the Eight of Cups in the reverse. What I'm getting from that is you don't have to walk away anymore. 2222. You get to fully lean in. You don't have to walk away. You don't have to reject energy. You don't have to put boundaries up at this time. You get to be soft. You get to just be. And there's so much that's here. But just know that you did the right thing. And sometimes the reward is actually being able to look back and recognize how much more powerful of a being you are. The world, yeah. You get to close the cycle out for good. The Chariot. Okay. I just want to see. Yeah, and the Eight of Wands flipped back over. Something is coming in pretty rapidly. It comes like right after this period of stillness and gratitude. I want to see if there's like any like indicators of what might be coming in. This energy really just feels like a graceful recovery energy. And the Seven of Cups here. There might be a lot of not options, but you might soon be exposed to a lot of different energy. But I'm getting it could be a good thing. It's something that you can build off of. I think for a lot of you, there's going to be events coming up soon in your life where you're really going to get to collaborate, and it's not going to feel like these people that you get to collaborate with, it's going to genuinely feel constructive, and there's going to be equal amounts of dedication and commitment and respect, and they're actually going to be looking towards you as like not just the co-creator, but like the instructor in a way. People are looking to you. Your energy is magnetic and inspirational at this time. I see death. Yeah, wow. The Magician's here with the Six of Swords. And death, just to confirm, like you're calling something really healing in. You're calling something really fulfilling to your inner child, and your purpose is going to be aligned. The conflict is over. You've already won this battle. Whew, that's what I have. I feel like I could just stay in this energy, but I always knew that you guys could do it. Always knew that you were going to do it. And if this message has found you, let this serve as a major confirmation. And you are the master of your own destiny. And I think you're starting to just realize exactly what that means in itself. And you can release now. And like trust that this is coming in. I love you so very much. I hope that you have a beautiful week ahead of you. Enjoy this energy. Stand strongly, powerfully in it. You are all that you need to be. And I love you. And I'll talk to you very soon.